Can you talk about the ways in which you are thinking about this ecosystem and the work that you're doing from the garage to the boardroom that looks very, very different than some of the traditional models in the sport, and what's it like for you to put that into practice?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think I'd like to add to that in the region, in the Middle East, we've been hosting many international events, many racing events, Formula One, Formula E. And with that being said, we don't have any Arab teams representing us in the world stage and the international stage. And that's something that I really do want to change. I want to allow Arabs alike to come into motorsport. To put into context, in my team, we have one car, and to run that car, it takes around, let's say, 15 to 18 people, from mechanics, engineers, media, admin, logistics, transport. So there are an array of different skill sets that people can train to, and finding that talent is something that I wanted to do through Diba Motorsport, the team. And it was a bit of an unconventional model where we're racing as a team, but at the same time mentoring and training talent alike in order for them to eventually step up into, if you like, the number one role. As well as that, that's for me not enough. I want to train more people. I want to allow more people to have access into the sport and learn about the sport. And I think that's something that I've heard a lot from people asking me, how can I get into the sport? How did you get in? What's your advice? And with that, I think the important thing to do now with motorsport in the region, I still see it as, especially in Saudi, we're still in the infancy of motorsport in circuit racing, or essentially in the sport that I'm doing. So I want to make sure that we have a platform for grassroots initiatives, academies, that as we are growing and as we're hosting international events, we are looking at the talent pool we have and working towards a goal of someday being, whether it's a Saudi team on the F1 stage, or a world champion Saudi racing driver, female racing driver as well would be nice. So with all of that, I mean, I think there's a lot of ambition. I have my own personal ambitions as a racing driver to be competing at the top level. But with all of that, we need the support. We need the right leaders. We need the right governing bodies to connect. I mean, you can't do anything on your own. You need the support to get there. And that's something I learned the hard way in motorsport. And given that I think compared to other sports, it's quite small. Everyone knows each other. So I really do want to leverage that and create that bridge in order to grow the sport in the region.